Hello everybody, my name is Beck. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. So I'll be going through my December TBR potentials, and I am going to be doing a 12-day or Christmas kind of theme going on. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a mess. I've been posting every single day for the past 4 days on TikTok. It's gonna be like a weekly series of where I read a book a day, and I hope to continue this momentum because it's actually working out. I'm actually reading my backlog by doing it, and I got to the point by day 4, which is where I'm up to. Today is day 5. By the time you're watching this, I should have finished my series and I would have moved on to the 12-day or Christmas theme. That is the ambitious goal that I have for myself. I don't know if I'm gonna hit it, but if I hold myself accountable and people are actually watching my content, it just feeds into my desire to hit a goal and a target, and that's how I am. I'm a goal-oriented person, and I feel like if someone's there to hold me accountable, I'm gonna do it because I have to post daily. When it comes to like a video blog kind of situation, like vlog, if I have to sit down and update every couple of hours, I'm not gonna do it. I realized that A, I'm lazy, and B, I'm just busy and I have stuff to do, unfortunately, and life does not stop for you. I figured out a way that I can just grab my camera and film myself for a couple of seconds and be like, yep, I've accomplished my goal. So it's working so far. I'm trying to hit my reading goal, which is 200 books, and I'm so close yet so far. At the moment in time you're watching this, I'm 172 books into my 200 reading goal. I was 30 something books behind in my last month's TBR video, and I've caught up to it. I'm currently about 8 to 9 books behind, depending on when you're watching this. Over the weekends, I'm hoping to amp it up to 2 books a day. But so far, a book a day is possible if you don't scroll on your phone after work and you just head straight to reading, because I don't watch any TV shows, I don't watch any movies. I tend to just listen to music, which is like my thing, and I either play video games, I read a book, or I just doom scroll on TikTok. If I don't doom scroll on TikTok, it is possible. Anyway, I feel like I've rambled long enough. Did I mention my name is Beck? I think I did, but anyway, if I didn't, hi, my name is Beck, and that is in fact short for Rebecca because that's my channel's name. Anyway, I don't know what I'm currently on. I was filming previously on my gaming channel. I haven't done it in a very long time, so I'm back now. So I have Belladonna by Adeline Grace. There will be some repeats from the previous month. This is like a leftover from my November TBR. Technically, I am still filming this on the 27th of November, but this is the only time slot I have to film a long form content video. So I still have this one that I have left over from the previous month, but I have gone through a significant amount of TBRs from November, which has never happened because of this new routine I found for myself. So it's been working. Yeah, this is like a fantasy read. Heard really good things about it. And then I also have Ride With Me by Simone Sultani, which is the second book in the series. I've read the first one, and this one is Fake Dating, Marriage or Convenience, or Accidental Marriage in Vegas. So I do want to read this. This is also based in F1 kind of theme going on. This is also a leftover from the previous month. Would like to read it. Trust and Believe. I know I show a lot of like repeated offenders on this channel, and some of them can be found from like 2022. I will read them eventually. I'm improving. I'm sticking to my... I know, it's so embarrassing. I was looking at my December TBR from last year and the year before that. Some of the stuff you're going to see again. I haven't got to it yet. Don't know why my December TBRs are very similar, because I clearly want to read these books, but I just haven't gone around to it. But I swear this time around it will be different. I swear I'll change. You can hold me accountable. If you see it in 2026 next year, you can write me a hate comment. I'll just take it. I understand, because I was hate watching my own December TBR from last year, so it's okay. You can be mean to me if I don't read it. Soulmates by Susan Lee. I also want to read her new books, but I'd like to start on this one first. I think it's this is a YA contemporary romance, so I have that. Now this is the one I'm talking about, so I'm going to go through... Okay, I'll go through my Christmas ones towards the end, so we can address it all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Christmas contemporaries on my list that I'll talk about. I have Crash Into You by Darcy St. John. I have the second book as an ARC. It's already out in public. This is I think this is either racing or F1 racing. The reason why I'm having trouble starting this one is because 2 of the main characters, like the FMC and MC, I know these people in real life and they're like siblings. So when I first read the page, I was like about to start, and then I realized it, and I'm just like, I can't. Some of my friends have very like unique names or very rare names that is not commonly used these days. Whenever I see them in a book, especially when it comes to like a spicy book, I just have a hard time reading it. And luckily, in several occasions that I've read my friends who are featured in these books, they tend to have a nickname and it just makes it slightly better. Anyway, so I have this one, which is Gorgeous Gruesome Faces by Linda Chang. This is a YA thriller. Actually, no, this is not the YA thriller. There was a whole debacle. I had a conversation about this. This is actually an adult thriller. It's a K-pop scandal. So it sounds really interesting. I was meaning to read it this month and I featured it last month as well. I got distracted by other books, so I've been reading, but I just haven't been reading the things that I feature on here like every single month. And then this has been a constant feature for the last 2 December TBRs, and it's not Christmas related, but I have The Simple While by K.A. Tucker. I would like to read this. Like, I just heard really amazing things about this one, and I've been meaning to read it for the last couple of years. Ever since I first joined like Book Talk, BookTube, this sphere, I've been seeing this book and I've been dying to read it, but at the same time, I don't know what is stopping me, because I've read some popular books that I don't like and I hope I will enjoy this. But I wish I had read this back in 2022 when I first joined. It's been around for a while, and I do own the first 3 books of this series, but I'll just like to get onto this. It's based in Alaska. It sounds very promising. I also have Story of My Life by Lucy Score. I started on her older series and I saw this in my stack, whipped it out, and I decided to give it a go. I did finish the Knock 'Em Out series and it was hit and miss for me. I liked maybe one book out of this series. I don't know. With Lucy Score, it's 50-50 chance that I might like it, I might hate it. From what I've been seeing about this particular book, the common denominator, people have been saying it's way too long, and it is quite thick. It's about 500 pages or 400 something, close to 500 pages. I do like a slow burn, but sometimes it's too slow. I'm hoping I will like this, but the last Lucy Score book that I've read, I don't know, I'm very mixed about how I feel towards it. I have a whole stack like over there, right behind me. So, and next to me. And then the next one I have is The Thrasher by Julie Soto. The fact that I recommended this book to another person because they were looking for a YA thriller, and I recommended this book, but I haven't read it yet. I just said in the comment section saying that I've heard really good things about it. I own the copy myself, but I haven't read it yet. The audacity that I have to recommend someone a book that I haven't read. But I did hear amazing things about this book, so I would like to start on this. Would have loved to start on a romance, like contemporary romance from Julie Soto first, but here I am having her YA thriller, so I have that. And I do have 2 library loans, which I don't know. One of them I might not read and I might return early because it's the second book of the series, which is The Sweet Spot by Trish Dollar. Didn't know it was the second book of the series. I'm sure you can read it as a standalone. I would like to read the first book of the series first because I do enjoy witnessing previous characters' cameos in like the other books. And I do have The Poet Square by Courtney. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. I think I mentioned it in my previous video. I do follow this person on TikTok, onto the Christmas components, and I have a bunch of Christmas ones on KU. That's the reason why I resubscribed to Kindle Unlimited, so I can read some Christmas romances. But I do have some physical, some of them of which has featured in the past 2 years. I have Rectal Hall by Tessa Bailey. I found this at a charity shop, an op shop, and I think I got it for either $2 or $3. It was originally $22.99 at QBD. Did not pay that price. I found it at the charity shop. And then I also have The Christmas Fix by Lucy Score. I most likely am going to read the Kindle version because it's on KU. I read a lot better and faster on the ebook. I do enjoy a physical book, but after reading consistently on an e-reader, it just changes my life. Like, obviously I can, that's why I buy physical books, but I just prefer the digital copies now. Number 1 would be my e-reader, number 2 would be a physical book, and number 3 would be my iPads. I'd rather not read on my phone if I can avoid it. I used to do it all the time when I read fanfics back in the days. I can't do it anymore. I get dizzy after a while, and that's when you know when you have signs of aging. And then I have Sleigh Rides and Silver Bells at the Christmas Fair by Heidi Swan. Had this for like a year-ish, maybe 2 at this point. I think I bought it 2 years ago. And then I have Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. I've heard nothing but negative reviews, but at this point I really need to read it because I've had this book for so long. I've been seeing it for a very long time. Even prior to me having this channel, I've been reading for a while before I started to do a whole like book channel, book talk situation. I think I read for like a year prior during like lockdown season, and then I decided to make a channel. And I've been seeing this on everyone's TBR list during like the Christmas period. So for once and for all, I really want to read this to get it over and done with. But again, I'm very intimidated, and I'm in fear that this would cause me to be in a reading slump. But I need to finally see what the fuss is about with this one. Last but not least, this is also a very like old book that I've owned. Yeah, Kiss Her Once for Me by Alice Guthrie. I've read her other books before. This is a marriage or convenience romance. Again, I had 2 reviewers that I watched consistently. One of them absolutely adored this book, and that's the reason why I bought this. And at the time, this book was incredibly hard to find, and I went through all the kinds of obstacles you can probably think of to acquire this book. It was sold out everywhere. Once I acquired it, never read it, left it on my pile for like the longest time. I had to go and dig this one up to find it again. And then another reviewer that I watched, she absolutely freaking hated this book, so I'm very scared. It's valid because she was like, if they had gone to therapy, things would have resolved it by itself, and that was the review. And I'm a bit scared. But alas, I would like to finish this. And in terms of my ebook selections, I wrote a blog post about it, so I'll slap it on here. So if you'd like to pause it for a moment to see like what potentially ebooks, Christmas themes that I'll be doing this year, I'll be putting it on a spinny wheel thing. And I'm going to be doing a 12-day of Christmas where I spin the wheel and I'm going to read. But if I am faced with so many options and choices, I end up doing absolutely nothing because I am so intimidated, overwhelmed, and overstimulated by everything that I own. I just don't want to do anything. So I decided to just chuck in several things that I'm interested in reading into a spinny wheel and just hope for the best. And that has worked for me so far. So I'm going to continue doing that, and I'm going to post 1 book a day, and over the weekends I will do 2 books a day so I can finally hit my reading goal. It helps me to break out of my mold. I'm just trying to make my reading journey a little bit more interesting, because clearly I bought these books and I wrote it down on a list for a reason, because I want to read them. Being faced with so many options, I just don't want to do anything because I'm fatigued by options. And I know it's a very privileged thing to say all of this. I need to actually go through my physical TBRs first. That is the main goal. And I do have some NetGalley arcs I'll like to finish as well on top of it. But December should be a time period where I can get through and get stuff done because I have more free time. I say this and then I instantly get slammed with 50 other things I have to do. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. If you have anything you'd like to say to me, hit the subscribe button. If you want to see more content from me, hit the bell for notifications. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!